this shade is pulling really orange. Oh no, this is getting all, this is a mess. This is a mess. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an amazing day. I have been getting a lot of requests to do a drugstore full face. It's been too long. So I went to Target. If you saw in my last vlog, I bought a bunch of drugstore makeup. I even bought a bunch of drugstore brushes. And I am so excited today to do a full face of drugstore makeup and try out a lot of new products I've never tried before. So a lot of first impressions. And I'm gonna go for a look that's like my favorite kind of classic nude glam, but like soft for everyday look. So if you want to get the look I wear a lot at home, affordably, yes, we're here, we're ready. So first, I'm just gonna get my hair out of the way. So I've already gone ahead and done all my skincare. I have heard amazing things about this product. It's the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer in Universal Sheer. I have heard that this is a dupe for the Tatcha Silk Canvas. So I'm very curious. Let's see and compare. This is what the packaging looks like. If you guys haven't tried the Tatcha Silk Canvas, it's very smoothing. It's like, it fills in your pores, it leaves you very silky. It makes your foundation look really smooth. So I won't lie, this looks very similar. This is a little bit less thick so far. The Tatcha Silk Canvas is like, whew, she's thick. And this one, it has a similar feeling, but like a little more watery. Not like a lot though. I usually focus my Silk Canvas on like the center of my face and work it outward, because that's where most of my pores are. Also, this pimple's really fun. She's just hanging out. She's like, hey, we're here to party. I'm not leaving. I think it's kind of rude, but like whatever. We're just hanging out. Okay, so first impressions, definitely feels smooth, but it's definitely not filling in my pores the way that Silk Canvas does. Like, I can still see all my pores. You guys see? I feel like my pores are still pretty prevalent, and the Silk Canvas just really fills in. Maybe I need like more product. It's helping to an extent, but definitely not as much as the Silk Canvas. I'm sad to say, but we'll see how the foundation sits on top. You just never know. I have really high hopes for this. I feel like everyone raves about this. Am I crazy? I was expecting like full fill-in. Okay, so for foundation, I'm gonna use the NYX Born to Glow, the Natural Radiant Foundation. I have heard good things about this as well. And I've got the shade Vanilla. I hope it matches, because when I was picking out a shade, I was like kind of between my natural shade and like coming out of a self-tan. So who knows how this is gonna go? Who knows? But first, I'm gonna go ahead and spritz my face with the NYX Bear With Me Prime, Set, and Refresh 8-hour hold multitasking spray. Sensitive skin friendly, like me. It smells very like light and refreshing. Feels good. This is supposed to help prime skin for your makeup, minimize pores, set your makeup. Makeup doesn't smudge after spritzing. Help makeup last throughout the day. Your skin will look refreshed. Skin will look rested. Gives you a dewy glow. Skin will feel smoother, feels hydrating, and it doesn't dry out your skin. So I'm gonna let that dry before we get started. And for makeup sponges today, I'm using my tried and true. I've been using this now for a long time, like months and months. It's my favorite sponge. It's the e.l.f. Total Face Sponge. I use it every day, guys. It's so good. It reminds me of a beauty blender and a Real Technique sponge morphed together. I don't know, I love her. And then I picked this one up from Real Techniques. It's my first time using it today. I'm really excited. It's the Miracle Powder Sponge Smooth Seamless Finish. So it's a beauty blender, or a beauty sponge rather, for your powder. And it's really cool because it almost has like a velvety texture to it. It's really soft. Same shape as a classic Real Techniques sponge. It said you could use it damp or dry, but I did dampen it. I feel like I like sponges better when they're damp. All right, so let's try out this Born to Glow Naturally Radiant Foundation. Hopefully it is the right shade. And I'm curious how the coverage, ooh, it smells kind of nice. It smells kind of good. Curious how the coverage is gonna be. I'll let you guys know in the description how it wears throughout the day. Ooh, I think it's a good color. I know it looks a little bit light, but I'm pretty pale and we can bronze up. I'd rather have it be too light than like orangey. It smells good. It smells very like skincare-y. And I feel like the coverage is really pretty. So without and with. I like it. It feels really light on the skin too. It feels like I have nothing on. It feels very like a moisturizer almost. So let's see if it can cover this whole situation. And I'm putting a little bit more on this side just so I can let you guys know if it's buildable. And it definitely is. You can get like full coverage out of this. Like I was gonna call it medium to full, but like, oh, you can get like a full coverage. Like it's covering everything. I mean like, look at my face. It will always crack me up that makeup has to look really weird before it looks amazing. All right, wow, yep. She's covering up that blemish. She's kind of killing it. I'm probably gonna watch this back and be like, that foundation was way too light. Because I have like a little self-tan left, a little. But like I want to wear this foundation when my tan is gone. Oh, it's the life we live. Even though it might look a little light compared to the rest of my skin, I think it looks really nice in terms of coverage. You can see it has like a sheen on the skin. I don't think it's gonna dry down, but it feels really nice. It feels like airy and light. It has beautiful coverage, beautiful glow. I'm curious how it will look once we like set and everything, so I'm liking it so far. So for my concealer and contour, I thought I would try out the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. So for my under eyes and highlighting, I picked up the shade 330 Ivory and then 420 Cocoa to contour with. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to see how they work blending into foundation, not just with like under your eyes, but with like a contour as well. The shades look pretty solid. It has like a giant doe foot applicator, pretty similar to Shape Tape. The packaging actually looks like kind of similar to Shape Tape in terms of like the size and shape of it. So let's go ahead and get everything where it needs to be. This is a pretty good color for highlighting. It's not too light. Pretty good. Pretty good, I say. A lot of people like to highlight and contour with Shape Tape. So I'm hoping we can do that with this as well. Happy Valentine's Day. All right, so this is the shade I picked up to contour with. Let's see how it all blends out. So I bought a ton of brushes from Sonia Kashuk. I love that you can get like really good quality brushes at Target. I already have a lot of e.l.f. brushes and I really love them. Like I use that big powder one to use my contour like every day. So I wanted to try like a high quality brush at the drugstore. So this is the Sonia Kashuk Precision Contour. I just got that in my hair. I think I'm actually going to use the large buffing brush instead. Oh, this shade is pulling really orange. Oh no, this is getting all, this is a mess. This is a mess. It's all in my hairline and it's so orange. Why is this pulling so orange? I thought I got like a cooler tone. Maybe I didn't, oh no. Oh boy, I like this brush. I like the brush. I'm gonna have to do some heavy work with powder. Heavy. I'm like, maybe if I go faster. It's okay. It's okay. It's a first impressions. We're having a good time. I'm having a great time. Are you having a good time? I am 100% sweating. This has to come off. You know when your under boob just is like wet. Let's get that concealer blended. A highlight. Save me highlight. Let's just blend that up into that forehead. Okay, we can do this. I know we can do this. Just go over the contour as well. Let's just settle it out. Settle it out, you know? Even though the contour shade for me personally was a flop, should have gotten a cooler shade, I suppose. I thought I did, but I did not. They blend out really, really beautifully. And the coverage is so good. It looks like I have Cheeto dust in my hairline. I think I've done all I can for now. Bear with me. I am pretty excited to try out that Real Techniques powder sponge. So let's use that to bake under our eyes with the Coty Airspun powder. I would assume I can bake with this since it's for powder. Ooh. It feels very different putting the powder on. Like, it doesn't feel like I'm just kind of slapping the powder on. It feels like I'm like applying it to my skin. Like usually when I do it with my other sponge, it's like kind of like a lot of powder, but this is like pushing it into the skin and like actually setting it. And I'm just going to, yeah, wow, that feels so different. I think in a good way though. I think I like it. I'm just gonna take the residual powder and like kind of see if I can like set my face with it. Cause like I feel like you should be able to, because it says it gives like a flawless finish with powder. And a lot of people set their face with powder. Yeah, wow, that looks nice. And it feels really good. I think I really like setting my face with this because when you're pushing that powder in, you are really helping the longevity and the wear of it. And then you're not moving any liquids out of place like you can do with a brush. And I almost feel like it like, I don't even need to bake under my eyes because like the powder just like got into the area, because usually I have to bake and I feel like I won't have to bake because like it's really in there. Okay, I like this. I like this. So let's like set the rest of the face. It's so weird to like set my face with a sponge. Okay, I like it. I feel like if you like full coverage, setting with that sponge is just gonna give you like the actual best coverage, like full face glam. But I like the way that it looks. So now I'm gonna go in with some bronzer. This is the NYX Matte Bronzer in the shade Medium. And then I'm gonna be using the Sonia Kashuk Tapered Powder Brush. I've never tried NYX Bronzer. NYX was my favorite brand when I first got into makeup. I always thought they were just the best. And I still think they're the best, but they were my favorite when I was younger. So they'll always have like a huge special place in my heart. I love their Stay Matte but Not Flat setting powder, and I wish I had picked one up because I'm definitely oily again, but like I still wanted to look luminous with that foundation. But let's try out this bronzer. I've never used it before. Color looks nice. It looks like a good shade for me, I'd say. I don't see any shimmer. Not a lot of kickback when I tap, which is nice. Oh, that's a pretty color. Guys, we might be able to save this from our cream contour tragedy. That's the name of my book. Cream Contour Tragedy. Oh, that's so me. That's so me. Okay, first and foremost, this brush, amazing. So good. Sonia Kashuk makes really good brushes. And I love the way this color looks. Yes, this looks so good. We're recovering, guys. We're recovering. I feel like my skin still looks really good from the dermaplaning too. Let me know if you guys tried this bronzer. It's a really nice finish. Like it's matte, it's not shimmery, but it doesn't look like kind of muddy or chalky. I'm just gonna go over with a clean brush and blend it out, just kind of soften it. All right, so I'm gonna throw on nose contour as well with this, using the medium eyeshadow brush from Sonia. Okay, I love this bronzer so much. So for blush, I'm gonna use one of my favorites. So I wanted to try like some new products, but also throw in a few OG favorites. This was one of my favorite blushes when I was younger. The Milani Romantic Rose. Ah, I love it. I love how these blushes look like flowers, and Romantic Rose was like my favorite color. So I'm gonna use the Small Point Blush Brush from Sonia. It's just like so romantic and subtle, and it's the perfect color for like any eye look. It's pretty neutral, but it still looks like a little blushy, but not too much. I'm gonna layer a little bit more because I've been really into blush. All right, so for highlighter, I'm gonna be using one that I feel like everyone has raved about and I've never tried. It's the Maybelline Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter, and I got the shade Rose Gold because of course I love Rose Gold. Like, I feel like everyone says these are some of the best drugstore highlighters. I mean, it looks pretty beautiful. Let's do a little swatch. I mean, it looks pretty pigmented. So to highlight now, I'm going to use the tapered highlighting brush from Sonia Kashuk. I don't know why I keep saying from Sonia Kashuk when it's all from Sonia Kashuk. Okay. It's a lot. Moment of truth. Ooh! Okay. Okay. Who is she? Who are you? Where did you come from? Wow! Wow. Wow. I get it. I officially get the hype. Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. I'm gonna use the other side and just soften it out, blend it a little. I'm geeking out. I also realized my contour is really sharp. So let's fix that. Oh my god, the highlight is so pretty. Guys, I'm loving these products so far. Like, I feel like my face looks pretty good. So before we go into our eyes, let's go ahead and set with this. Again, the Bear With Me NYX spray. So while I wait for that to dry, I'm gonna prime my eyelids with the e.l.f. Shadow Lock Eyelid Primer. So I had tried this product, like, I don't even know, almost 10 years ago. Maybe like 7, maybe 5, I don't know. It's been a really long time. Like way back when it first came out, back when e.l.f. was still pretty new. And e.l.f. has stepped up their game. Like, I am so impressed. They have added so much and they're all really good quality. I heard that this got reformulated maybe a year or 2 ago and that it's really good now. So I'm curious because when I first used it, my eyeshadow was creasing. I'm just gonna prime my lids and then we'll get into brows. That mist, I feel like, made my skin look really good. Like, very natural skin. Like, my skin looks like skin. It doesn't look like I have a ton on in my up-close opinion. Like, it melted everything together pretty nicely. So for my brows, I'm going to quickly throw them on off camera. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. I've had it forever. I got to go find it in my makeup drawer. But I've been using it for a while. Like a couple years now. It's really good. I always have some in my drawer because it's a staple. So I'm just going to throw my brows on because I'm hot and I need a break from the lights. Alright, so my brows are on. So for eyeshadow, I picked up this palette from Milani. It's the Gilded Nude palette, and it looks pretty stunning. The colors look really beautiful. I love that it has a mirror on the palette as well. So naturally, I'm going to take this matte vanilla tone first. Actually, it might have a sprinkle of shimmer. Nope, it's matte. It's matte! And I'm just going to dust that on the lid for a little base action. This look will be really pretty for Valentine's Day. On Thursday's video though, I do have Valentine's Day plus size outfit inspiration and makeup inspiration for Thursday's video, but this would be great for Valentine's Day too, so double feature. So I'm gonna grab Offline. It's a really pretty matte rose, and I'm gonna use the tapered crease brush. Oh, so pretty. This brush is so nice. I'm going to link below the brushes I used today too because they're good. They're really, really good. And I love that you can just pick them up at Target. This color is so pretty in the crease. For me personally, like my everyday like glam soft eye look starts with like a vanilla on the lid and a matte in the crease, usually like a taupey color. But today we're going for a little bit more Valentine's-y, so we'll go a little more rosy, but I wear rosy tones a lot. And the colors are blending really nice, and they're not like chalky matte. They're so pretty. Let's go for this chocolatey brown color called And Chill. And I'm using the medium eyeshadow brush. And let's just like pop that in the crease on top to kind of stick with my usual neutral look, but with a little bit of that pink already in there. And I'm just kind of like marrying that into the pink on my outer V and just like kind of blending, swirling lightly, but focusing it on the outer corner and slightly pulling it in, but not a lot. And that way you just get that really soft bit of dimension and depth. See small little circles, focusing it on the outer V and then lightly bringing it into the crease where we already put the pink. This is like chocolate covered strawberries on your eyes. So I'm going back with the first brush and more of the pink, and I'm gonna blend on top of that now to really make sure the pink is popping, but I'm not touching that like inner lid space so it stays bright and keeping that soft dimension. I definitely have a lot of other looks I want to do with this palette, but I love this soft, sultry glam. I'm going to take some of that pink as well on my bottom lash line, but mostly just on the outer part of the eye. And I'm mixing it with a tiny bit of the brown as well, and just bringing that to meet on the outer V. And I kind of pull it out a little bit. Like I kind of pull out a little bit further than my eye so I can get a little bit of a bigger eye effect like that. And that's why I don't put a lot of product in here, because that brings it closer together, smaller eye look. And I like to try to make my eyes look a little bit more doe-eyed. So there's our eyeshadow. So now I'm going to throw in some mascara, the L'Oreal Luminous Lash Paradise. This is so similar to Too Faced Better Than Sex. This is not my first tube of this. I bought another one, but I really like this mascara. I personally really enjoyed it. It got mixed reviews though, but as you can see, the brush even looks similar to Better Than Sex, where it's like a low-key hourglass shape. Like the packaging is really similar, and I like Better Than Sex mascara, and I honestly feel like this one works almost as well. Not fully, but almost. So I'm just going to throw on a light layer of mascara because I am going to throw on lashes, so I'm not going to focus too much time on the bottom lashes as well. And then for lashes, I'm going to use my favorite Kiss 11 lashes. They're so pretty and just like wispy. I love these lashes, so I'll throw these on and be right back. Okay, so I am back with lashes on, and I feel like now that my hair is down, everything kind of came together a little bit, especially with like my hairline. Tried to clean it up a little bit, but yeah, I like the way the look is so far. So now we're gonna finish off with our lip. So I have two products from NYX. Just wanted to go NYX like the old days. Comment down below if you have been here since the old days when NYX was my whole life. So I'm gonna be using, I've never used their lip liner, I don't think. Have I? This is the shade Help Me. Nope. It's Need Me. That was subliminal. Subconscious. The shade Need Me from NYX, and then I'm going to use the lipstick a la Mode, and it's like a really pretty nude. So I tried to go a little bit darker with the lip liner and then a little bit lighter with the lipstick so we can get like a nice contoured pouty look. The lip liner looks a lot like Pillow Talk shade Medium. Really creamy. This applies nicely. I like that lip liner color. That's pretty. That is one of the best lip liners I've ever put on. Like, it was so creamy and it just like glided. Ooh, this is a pretty nude. It's definitely a lot lighter, but that's what I wanted. So now I'm just gonna put a little bit in the center as we saw, and I'm just gonna blend it out with my finger. I really like the way that this look came out. You guys will have to let me know what you think. Again, I'm going to put down the description box how the foundation wears and if the new formulation of the e.l.f. Eyelid Primer works or not. Because last time I used it long ago, it did not work and my eyeshadow was creasing. So I'll let you guys know. But hopefully you enjoyed this. I love the way this look came out. I think it's so romantic and soft and pretty. Great for every day, great for a night out. So let me know if you try it. I'll link all the products I used down below as well. Give it a big thumbs up if you want more drugstore tutorials, because like drugstore's popping. All these brands are popping. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Have a happy Valentine's Day, but I will see you guys on Thursday before. So, mwah, I love you. Bye.